Well, I mean, this is actually just good from it's a hook, it's a butterfly hook from a jiu-jitsu standpoint. This is great, yeah.
So and from here, I don't want to stay here. What I want to do, look.
Yeah, you're kneeing in, you're still controlling. I'm going to be doing all the foot.
You see?
Chigar now.
Yeah. And Gerk is here the same thing.
It's the same idea, I could feel it.
Yeah.
Here more even maybe, because now here the sensitivity is, okay, there I'm trying to come under. I'm trying
you see?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's okay. You fully control my leg though.
Yeah?
I can't do anything.
You grab my leg and you see? Yes, and then they all got stuck here. They fight for your head.
Well, this
right?
is more now starting to become
Jiu-Jitsu. Yes, you see? And they fight for your arms here, okay?
Yes.
So what I do, look, just put some weight here. I know my turn in Wing Chun. This is a turning stance. But if you don't practice it that way, would I have the power to do that?
No.
You see?
Yeah.
So my goal is not to work against the weight here, my knee. I want to connect my knee with my other knee.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yep, you elevate me nicely.
Yeah. Or I can look. And then change the position again.
Yeah. And if you caught me like this, then it would have been,
You see?
Yeah.
And that's what Gerk is about. So you have to practice it that way. But when you don't feel it, you cannot believe it. Yeah. But from here, when we're here, what I don't want to go for this.
Yeah.
And Wing Chun, we say the legs are taking care of themselves. I can go for this. I can go for something like this. I can go for something like this. I can go for something like this.
Very jiu-jitsu-like.
Okay?
Yeah.
You see, and this is what we have a practice for the wood dummy. I can show you. You can lie from the wood dummy. Okay? And then you try to do this just for practice first. And then you go in.
It's so jiu-jitsu-like.
You see?
It's interesting that you say,
Yeah. And this is what we do too, but no one practices like that way.
Yeah, with different intention. You're trying to strike with your legs as you do it. We're just trying to grapple. But it's very interesting because I actually jerry-rigged two legs so that I can do similar drills. Because if I don't always have a partner.
Look, when you want to pass me here, you drop my knee or you pull my knee down, okay?
Yeah.
With your hand, okay? So they fight always to do something here. And Wing Chun, please have a lot of pressure here on them, okay? So they're done here.
Mm-hmm.
What I do, I have to maintain that my hip belt matches my shoulder belt, right? So what I do, when my knee goes slightly this curve, I don't go force against force.
Yeah, you roll. It's a high-level grappling concept.
Okay.
It's a great concept. No. It's something that, okay, like, say if you're pushing my arm into me or whatever it is, I'm not going to fight by pushing back, but I can roll out to get it. I can roll with my body or I can roll with my knee. It took me years to figure that that's a good way out when there's pressure, to roll with the pressure and around it.
Yeah, and this is what so when we practiced Wing Chun back then, so when I started to practice Wing Chun, we came all from the other styles. Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was not that famous back then, okay? But it was some guys from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu too, wrestlers, and I tell you, vicious guys, full contact Kyokushinkai, Thai boxing, boxers. So we all met there, and we started to learn Wing Chun. And in the beginning, we all had the same idea. Who stands like this?
It's pretty much the same idea I had.
Okay, but then I was lucky that I was in the school where we practiced really hard. So of course in the beginning we had some knockdowns, we had some injuries, but we practiced all the time hard, sweating, bleeding, whatever it was, under really pressure. And this is how you start to learn and understand your system. Because nowadays, people don't want to be busy anymore.
Yeah, you're very lucky that you got exposed to so many different styles that apply to Wing Chun, like wrestling. Like I've wrestled, we've done a little bit of the wrestling together. You know how to wrestle. So you have good fundamental principles in other systems that you brought into Wing Chun. It's very nice.
That's why, if you have the understanding, if someone catches you, takes you, then you start immediately to apply the ideas of the system you are learning. Like I'm learning Wing Chun, so the form, what does the form tell me? Beauty form, what does the chunky form tells me? The turning stance, all of this. So if you go down for my legs and just pull me, just bring me down. And
you want me?
Yes, you see, and this is how you get in, right?
Yep.
So we teach two things in Wing Chun in the beauty form. If you go here, I bend over like this.
Yeah. Okay.
How you feel about that?
I feel a lot of your weight on me. Yeah.
You see, and this is this part of the beauty. So whenever you shoot in like this, and this would be for leg.
Sprawl almost. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Okay? And with all the additional way of whatever it takes. Or you come in, okay?
Doubling?
Yes, please. Okay? Yeah. You see what I do? I immediately go down and sit down. And this comes from where in Wing Chun? When we go down, we don't want to go down and slap. When we go down like this, and we can up like this. Because when you stand in front of me, please, look, some styles, they teach this, right? Mm-hmm. Okay? Does this look for you stable?
No.
So when you kick me, right? Yeah, okay?
I see you're creating that triangle kind of position. So.
Okay, you see? And when I come up, I don't come up like this.
Yeah, into.
When I come up in Wing Chun, and this is a very good practice. A lot of Wing Chun people are so lazy to practice. When I'm here to try to hit me,
yeah.
You see? When you go back, maybe, and I come up, you see I come up this way.
Yeah.
I never, why should I do this? And then from here, boom!
Or just.
Yes.
Yeah.
No way.
Because I stay like this.
Yeah, you see? Because you know from real situations, you need stability, right?
Yeah, I can protect here.
Yeah.
When I get up,
Yes.
I do create distance. I don't get up straight up like you, but it's very interesting.
Okay? Well, you can only go straight up when you punch the same way. Because when I'm down here, I take the other leg. You see? When I go up.
Yeah, you're also kicking on the way up.
Yeah. You see? I kick, I do this all the
I don't
time.
really have any.
So whatever it is,
Yeah.
you see, then I go down here and I use my skills of Chiso again. I want to fold you. Okay? But you have to practice this, going up and down 50, 100 times.
I can feel it because you just explode.
Yeah.
It's not like it's hard for you. You're just exploding. It
Yes.
feels like a.
Yes. But you have to practice it, like punches, whatever it is. They don't like to practice this anymore. They want to, can you swing Chiso? How can I go in with a bongso? Whenever I see someone, they show you, oh, he punches, you go in with a bongso. This guy's gonna get knocked out immediately. He doesn't know anything about Wing Chun. Nothing. All these guys, they drive me crazy. Because you see, Wing Chun is simple. It gets complex when it gets sophisticated. But sophistication is against masters and experts of other styles. Or someone like you, who's so skilled and brought a system together that you know a lot about moving and how the joints work and how the postures work, how structure is, okay? Mm-hmm. This is why I need more sophistication on Wing Chun. Okay? But otherwise, Wing Chun is simple. Go in, kick, punch, knee, elbow, done.
Yes.
Okay? That's it. And they always want to create techniques that everyone can see what kind of technique they use. If you see a Wing Chun technique used in a fight or sparring, then it's wrong.
That's cool.
So when you punch, you see, have you seen my cancel?
No.
That's the cancel, you see? But when you can see, well, when I do this,
of course, but that's what marketing. That's because of the marketing of the system.
okay, when we here, has anyone seen my cancel?
No.
We don't see my cancel. When you can see a Wing Chun technique, an application, real-time application or a fight, then this guy does not know what he's doing.
You know how you do know someone knows what they're doing? When they demonstrate at that speed and their fist is literally touching with no impact whatsoever. I feel his fist, I literally feel just a touch, just a gentle touch. I'm like, man, this is literally at that speed, just so I can't do that. To touch, I can't do that. I'll accidentally hit somebody. So I'm paying for, you're like, put your hand up, it feels like, I can't do it. I can't, because you're not hitting me. You're just touching with your punch at that
But
speed.
this is something what you should be able to have and to do when you're high level.
I'm apparently.
Okay. So in Wing Chun, I said in Wing Chun because look, everything else we do, it's like in a chain movement. Yeah. Our Ling Wan Chan Kyun, the chain punches, is an idea.
Yeah.
Because put your hands up, please. I don't go in here and do this. I go in, pump. You see, everything moves immediately. I don't do the same attack 2 times in a row. If I have to, okay, but then I switch. Don't do it 3 times the same technique.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Okay? And we have to deliver the knees, kicking, stepping on someone's foot, whatever it is immediately. Okay? And this is what convinced me the way we practiced back then, Wing Chun. That it was so hurtful, convinced me with the adaptation, because I was always a lightweight, not so heavy or so tall. Or let's say not so tall.
Let's pretend we're both 6'4" for the sake of this video. Everybody knows.
and this is what helped me. So the adaptation helped me to even be able to compete against guys bigger, stronger, whatever you might call them. Okay? And you see in my face or your face, everything we did until now worked.
Yep. Thank God. There's a few times where it would have been bad if it didn't.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you.